T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm reviewing Transformers Kingdom Airazor, who is a deluxe class figure. Here is the artwork, and as you can see on the box, they went with a realistic looking hawk right there. Back of the packaging, yeah. Here is Airazor. Airazor debuted in the Transformers Beast Wars series and cartoon. In the United States, she was the first female Maximal, unless you lived in Japan and Airazor was a dude, which made Airazor part of a same-sex couple when she and Tigatron were implied to be a couple. Like, they didn't straight up say it, but they definitely said it because they held hands and whatnot before they were abducted. But yeah, watch Beast Wars. Beast Wars is fun. Anyhow, my figure, the main issues that I'm having with this figure is her ankles are done with ball joints. That sucks. They stopped doing things like this, but I guess it was easier since her feet needs to rotate. I'd rather they put it on a mushroom peg and gave her a regular hinge like normal, like the normal figures. But she has a ton going on, and it's still cool. Full disclosure, my figure had one leg misassembled. This leg was reversed. I had to take the pin out and put it back in. You could look up pin removals on YouTube. And the outward motion, I don't know whether this is a result of me removing the pins or the fact that I've transformed this thing so many times off camera. It's actually fun. This outward motion seems to be loose, but here is a close-up on the face right there. I honestly don't really like the orange. The orange seems to be a throwback to the original toy. I'll put a image of the toy on the screen right there. I could have done without the orange. I wish that it was either this lighter tan right there or just straight up brown. I would have rather that. In fact, it would have been better for the animal mode, so you'll see that. Only weapons she has are the things right here, which work like crossbows on the cartoon. So there's that. If you have the wings correct, it should look like this. But I'll show you. It does have paint, and you'll see this. It has paint right there and lighter paint on the inside. So they didn't skimp a terrible amount with the paint budget. But let's get into the articulation. Head is on a ball joint. Looks up a great deal, especially for a flying character. That's good. No real tilt, but rotate. His arms can do this until they bump into the wings. Go out, bicep swivel, elbows bend, slightly more than 90 degrees, and the wrists do this due to transformation. Waist swivel. I'm assuming if I were to break this, I could get some kind of semblance of an ab crunch. Legs go out to the side and beyond. Go back a little bit, kick forward and out to the side, unless you want to move the crotch skirt up, and then it comes forward. The knee bends more than 90 degrees, like a lot more than 90 degrees. And the ankles, like I said, they're on the ball joint, so you get a little bit of ankle pivot and swivel. So yeah, that is cool. And if you wanted to, because the hands are 5mm pegs, you could put the gun in the hand. Transformation, I've taken the little arm guns off. What you want to do is take this wing, spread that out, and do that. Take the wing, spread it out. Take this, lift that up, take the tail feathers, unattach that. Go ahead and grab at the chest and lift up the body. It's a hinge right here. Now with this out of the way, we can go ahead and rotate the head inward. Make sure it's kind of bent up so that it can go through. This joint right here is very tight. Keep the body elongated. Take the arms, rotate them inward this way, and take that right there. Push that into the gut. And this little peg will slot right there. Shut the shoulder. Bend the arm. Push them into here. Shut the shoulder. Rotate this up here. You can put the head like this and clamp that in there. And I'm trying to see, we can shut this. Shut it. Now, right there. This came loose. Back here, you can rotate the knees or the mid thigh. Rotate that. Is this coming out? No, it's not. Rotate the feet. Bend the shin. And go ahead and lift these up. And these pegs go into a slot right there. Lift this up. And yeah. And now we can take these guns or crossbows or whatever you want to call it, weapon accessories, and place them there. And now Airazor is a Hawk. And I really like this Hawk mode. Now, I've had several Transformers, or more than one Transformer, that has this type of transformation scheme where the arms close into the body and it has wings on the back. But this is the first one where I feel like the arms, I don't feel like it's a robot with wings, like a folded up robot. I feel like it's a bird, and definitely the way that these legs come right here, I like the way that look. I like that silhouette. These weapons help to cover up the extra robot legs right there, and this is what it looks like from the top. So that's cool. These wings have a ton of joints, like a hinge here, a hinge here, a hinge here, a hinge here, and then it flaps back and forward right there. The only thing that they could have added to make this better, and if it was a Voyager class, probably a secondary hinge to make the wings come forward and go back. If it had that, this thing would be really, really cool. But you can bend the arm wings down like this and cover up the side. You can kind of flip them up like this. Do that if you want. It just has a whole bunch of crazy wing posability, and that's nice. It actually has a rotating head, unlike Grimlock, unlike Cheetor, and it has a neck that can go down like that, which is cool. And look at the little birdie eye. And if you have some nails, you can open up the beak right there and shut it. And you saw what I was doing with this. The legs can do this. They can go outward and whatnot. So you can do a big wingspan and come fly down like it's about to scoop down and grab you. So that is really, really cool. And if you like, there is a stand port under there. So if you have a typical action figure stand, you should be able to port it into the base or into what was the back of the robot butt. And it can fly. Cool! Here she is next to Core Class Rat Trap right there. So, in this form right there, not very much bigger than the Core Class. And here's Cheetor and Primal. So, yeah. They're much bigger as they should be because she's a bird. Transformation back to robot mode. I'm taking these off. And I'm moving that out of that area, but bringing the leg back down. Moving that out of here, bringing the leg back down, rotating the knees, rotating the foot. Rotate the knee, rotate the foot. I'm going to detach this from there and detach this from here. Rotating the waist. Alright. And now I am moving the arms out and straightening them. Arm out, straightening it. Kind of like while this is still all elongated. Rotating this and this joint right here that rotates very tight. But now this hinge, I'm gonna bring that forward. And let's see, you know what? I was saying if it could have somewhat of an ab crunch like I was mentioning, but you can't really see it. Basically, there's a peg right here that goes into the back of the bird chin. So put that there. We can go ahead and shut this back up like it was in bird mode. This comes out like this, makes a peg. The peg goes into that slot, and then you can bend this like that. Bend this, put that into the slot, and bend that. So yeah, outside of the guns being on the forearms, she's pretty much back into a robot. And that transformation is so easy and fun. I didn't specifically zoom in on it, but you can see her Maximal symbol right there. Here's this comparison right here. And here's this one. I believe Airazor is a little bit taller. Only a little bit. They're almost eye to eye. But yeah. Anyhow, I like Airazor. I like the bird mode. I like the robot mode. The robot mode, main thing I don't like is these being so loose. And some of the joints are very tight, which makes the loose joints stand out more. Like this, it's not flimsy loose, but it's definitely loose when you're trying to bend the hips forward, which are actually tight going forward. And the arm joints are tight and whatnot. But good. Besides those nitpicks, I already mentioned that I don't really like the orange on it. Whether that's accurate or not to the original toy, not so much the cartoon. And it just makes it clash so much. But I guess they needed orange feet, so they put orange plastic other places. I wish they didn't. But it's still a good figure, and I think it's my favorite beast mode, or one of my favorite beast modes outside of Deluxe Class Megatron. Anywho, thank you for watching this video. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.